We're going to do the top 5 1982 horror movie posters, according to us. And I'll let Garrett go first, since he is a millennial. Go ahead, Garrett. Give me the top 5 horror movie posters.
I would love to, Bill. And starting off with my number 5 is Friday the 13th, Part 3. Now, this isn't the greatest movie poster I wouldn't even say it's the greatest poster in the franchise as a whole. But you know what? It's very horror-esque. It's coming right at the screen. It was in the boom of 3D films coming out, such as Jaws 3D and a bunch of other ones. I always kind of remembered it, even as a kid, because this was also one of my favorite Friday films. First time Jason gets the hockey mask. How do you not love that? And I actually like the performer who did Jason in this one.
Richard Brooker. Yep, great guy.
Cool guy. And moving on from that, though, I'm going to go my number 4 pick, which is Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, if you want to include the extra title in there. I've always dug this poster. I think it's so cool, of the kids walking down the hill, just the silhouette, the reddish background, the picture of what I'm assuming is the witch or some kind of pagan figure coming down from the sky. It's always such a cool poster. I've always dug it, and it's one of my favorites. But then going up to my top 3 and my number 3, I've got to go Poltergeist. This is a classic poster, folks. Little girl looks at the TV. Just that tagline of "They're here." One of the most iconic horror lines. I'm sure Bill would even agree with that. Or I'd like to think Bill would agree with that. But also now going to my top 2, which with my second pick is one of my favorites, Creepshow. This is such a cool flippin' poster. Stephen King, George A. Romero, the skeleton smiling at the movie box office, old-time box office. For all you youngsters who remember what a box office was, this was such a cool poster, an iconic image for me. And it was for me. I loved it. But, I mean, going to number 1, nothing's gonna beat it, and I would be shocked if Bill doesn't have this as his number 1. It's John Carpenter's The Thing. The outdoor winter coat, parka, the light coming through it, the silhouette of a man just standing there. Classic poster of horror of 80s. Probably could even make the debate, could be in the top 5 horror posters of all time. It's one of my favorite horror films of all time, along with my favorite John Carpenter film. But now I'm going to turn it over to Bill, and we're going to really see where Bill's tastes are. So, Bill, what is your top 5 posters of 1982?
So before I get, what do you have any runner-ups for that year? Or
I believe there was also Slumber Party Massacre, if I'm correcting that right. I think I'm getting it.
You are a millennial.
You damn straight I am, Bill. Yes, I have. No. I have taste, Bill. Taste. And I thought that's why we were doing this podcast. Yes. That's my awesome taste.
Your little ass was walking through a video store and saw it, is what really happened. You saw the box, you had mommy and daddy get it for you, and that's what it's about. You know it. You saw the box, you saw the drill, you saw the women, you're like, oh, new chicks and drills.
You are wrong, sir. Mommy said no, and it was my sister that got it. Thank you, Sam.
That's right. I know your sister contributed to
my horror obsession. Thank you, Sam.
That's good. Good sister. Good sister.
Great sister.
Okay. Right. All right, I'll give you my top 5. So we'll start. Okay, well, you want to give us a start with bottom. Okay, the bottom. I'm going to say Poltergeist. I thought that was an iconic poster, so we match on that. That's sort of like just so easy and simple. Her sitting in front of the TV. I mean, yeah, of course, Poltergeist. I have to the bottom 5. Then we'll go up to I have to say Halloween 3, absolutely Season of the Witch. Even though we all know that Michael Myers wasn't in this, and that was the biggest ripoff to people. However, this became a cult classic, and
so good.
It should just been called Season of the Witch. That would have been so much easier. Poster's iconic because the 3 little kids actually are the witch. The pumpkin, the witch, and the
jack-o'-lantern
skeleton. Yeah, the jack-o'-lantern, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Those 3. So those masks. It was just great. I mean, the pagan ritual with the witch, great poster. And then we're gonna move up to Creepshow. Another one we match on. That is such an iconic poster with just the ticket booth and everything.
Oh, so good.
Remember seeing it in the newspaper ad, and I'm like, I'm going to see that. That's on my list. So anyway, the next one we're going to go with a movie that you probably never heard of because I'm surprised you didn't mention it. The poster art was absolutely phenomenal. It was called Screamers. Screamers. Now, originally this came out in 1979. It was made in 1979 and released in 1982. And it was actually called Island of the Fishmen. Get this. It's on Tubi. This had one of the most misleading posters of all time, just like Chopping Mall, because you never see the head that's on the poster for Chopping Mall, and I'll put it right here. That, but Screamers promised you and gave you a warning that said you will actually see men turned inside out. Guess what? You never saw any of that. It was all a marketing ploy to get you to see the movie. The movie was actually Island of the Fishmen. It was some bullshit. It was really big bullshit. So they robbed you of that poster. So I got to say it's number 2 because it's such a great poster, but it's such an unmemorable movie, unfortunately. And yes, number 1, The Thing.
Thank you. Thank you. I knew you had taste, Bill.
And I had to, I thought about it for the longest time. There's not much to this poster, but it's great artwork, no doubt about it. But you know what's funny? For the longest time, I didn't know that was a parka. I just thought, years later, I'm like, oh, he's wearing a winter jacket. I just thought it was like the alien, whatever. But yeah. So there you have it. Runners up, so I'll give you, I thought, Q. I didn't like the movie, but Q had some really good artwork. Larry Cohen's about the dragon flying around or whatever the hell it is. The Boogans was another good one. Terrible movie, great poster with the hands coming up around the house. Humongous, I saw that in the drive-in. Okay poster. Funeral Home is another one that I thought was a really good poster. Good artwork. Alone in the Dark had a really good poster with just the axe and the whatever. It's not a great movie. The Burning was good, but I didn't like the two people making out. I love the idea of like the blades up top, like it's going to cut them in half or whatever. It's going to kill them. So The Burning did have a cool poster, but it was okay. And I want to talk about Friday the 13th Part 3. And the reason I didn't say it's definitely a runner-up is because I told you before, they broke the character of Jason in this movie by giving him hair. The first two, 1 and 2, Friday the 13th, just had an outline of the killer. But now we get to see his head with hair, a hairline outside of a shower. And I'm like, nah, you lost me. It's a great movie. Trust me, I love it. But I wish the poster was a lot more like 2 and 1. I didn't want to see the head. It just give me some mystery. So there you have it. There's our top 5 for the top 1982 horror movie posters. That puts us, we are now adding The Thing to 1982. Both of us agreed on that. So far we have The Shining and Friday the 13th of 1980. We have Evil Dead, which was a 1983 movie, but I'll give it to him. Hell Night, and we have The Thing. So stay tuned to see what is going to be the number 1 horror movie poster of the decade. Thank you. Garrett, you have anything else to say before we check off here?
No,
Want to
Bill.
say Evil Dead again?
No, Bill. I think you've already done that. I'm just glad you remembered it was 1982 this time, Bill.
Okay.
But
Well,
no, I'm good.
I'm going to teach the millennials some more tricks, everybody. We'll be back on the next Kernels Best. You take care, guys. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye.